Duck attractive people. That's the plan. I consider a warm gasoline powered vehicle idling in my garage for the rest of my life. If my power goes out during the storm, I considered my Tesla for over 24 hours straight with the heat set to 700 in my garage if needed. Can you do that in a gasoline vehicle? You're technically closer to being a millionaire than Elon Musk. You can wear anything you want for the wedding as long as it's bulk. I drove 75 miles in a winter storm to get a part for my computer. It was a hard drive. Before was people learning English. Can I give your dog a pet? Sure. Thanks. Mars is the only known planet inhabited solely by robots. Fun fact. If something costs $800 and you buy it on sale for $500, you didn't save $300. You spent $500. The best label for LAN cable. Cut here to activate firewall. Scientists say Mary Jane lowers your body temperature. In other words, snow skiing pot does make you cool. Did you know that damn it I'm mad spelled backwards is damn it I'm mad? I can easily beat a shark in a fight. What? No you can't. Sure I can. I never said I'm fighting it in the water. We need air support. You can do it. Thanks. Prisoner who died and came back to life argued technically his life sentence had ended. My granddad is 75 next year. He didn't fight 2 world wars for this silliness. The First World War was more than 100 years ago. How did your granddad fight that? He didn't fight as I just said. That's a nice ham you got there. It would be a shame if someone put a S in front and an E behind it. Freaking insane battle between 2 submarines. So I walked into the dentist this morning. My dentist asked me how my weekend was. I said good. I watched Captain America last night. I really liked it. And my dentist says, oh, my son is in that movie. At first I thought he was joking, but then I realized. Dr. Robert Evans. I looked it up. My dentist is Captain America's dad. Oh, my son is in that movie. I love the in that movie being so casual, as if he's an extra in 4 scenes or something lol. He can definitely be seen in the 4 scenes though. Do you think Nirvana would have been popular if it was formed today? If Nirvana were formed today, they probably wouldn't even have a single song written, let alone be popular. Why? Because they only just formed today. Spiders are the only web developers that enjoy finding bugs. You gotta do what you gotta do. My roommate came with his girlfriend. They are just in bed chatting. It's 2 hours now. I suspect they want to sin. I'm not going anywhere. If you are preventing sin, are you Satan? You can't just sit here in the dark listening to classical music. I could if you hadn't turned on the lights and shut off the stereo. A Boy and His Atom, the world's smallest movie. We're all a bunch of atoms watching atoms on atoms, basically. Me added some extra oil. US Delta Force. This shut is so slept on, like damn. Lol, I dare you to go outside and smoke a cigarette. I bet your cigarette will be snuffed out because it's so freaking cold outside. It's -5. Oh geez. What do I get if I do it and actually smoke it all? Frostbite. LMRO. True. My index linger under my weight when putting on a shoe. Me under the weight of a responsibility. You. Is it possible for you to attend the interview? No sir. Online? Because I'm live in Nashik. No. Sir. How many salaries? Only 1 salary. For 1 person. Which person? Please don't message again. If you're an organ donor, you technically drop loot when you die. He's getting the F out of there. Does anyone know how to remove this bulk from the screen? Switch to Michael. Canon. A well-written character with well-written lore and trauma. 3 times 4 equals. 3 times 4 equals. 12. 479,001,600. My heart. When the tattoo artist says oops. When the taxi driver says oops. When the doctor says oops. Things you can say on a chase and in bed. Stop resisting. You can't hear a picture. The picture. Infrasound. Below 20 Hz. Ultrasound. Over 20 kHz. Can you generate an image of a small cute cartoon cat? Here's a small cute cartoon cat. If you need any adjustments or a different style, feel free to let me know. How many copies of Super Mario Odyssey have been sold worldwide so far? Over 3. Over 10 million. Over 12 million. Over 17 million. Me trying to figure out how over 17 million is not over 3. How do people even have online crushes? Like, what do you like? The way they type? I'll have a salad. No nuts please. Waiter, of course. Me, it didn't say it had nuts. I'm allergic, so I tell them to be safe. Me, that makes sense. Waiter, and for you? Me, steak, no bees please. I mean, he bought a ticket to watch polls. To be fair, he got exactly that. A view at the Poland vs Austria game today for some fans. This area is under constant video surveillance. This post has been removed because it might cause offense. Pick one. Delete the rest. Eminem, 70%. Existential, 5%. Kendrick Lamar, 21%. Juice WRLD, 5%. Two of them are already deleted bruh. To change centimeters to meters, you take out centi. Infinite IQ. We guarantee fast service, no matter how long it takes. SpongeBob. Which anime is this? Good animation. Amazing characters. Great protagonist. What are the earliest signs of pregnancy? Asking what are the earliest signs of pregnancy? You're going on a 24-hour school bus ride. Where you sitting? Where do you sit? On a school bus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the bus? Sometimes I think about the guy at my poker table in Vegas who was kicked out after the pit boss said he was too drunk. Hi bar. Security came over, asked him to say the alphabet starting with M and he replied, Malphabet. He was escorted out of the room. You shouldn't eat meat. Don't worry, it's plant-based. That's awesome. Which plant? The meat processing plant. Ernie, how do I look? With your eyes, but now I know why our generation is so sarcastic and cynical. Non-Indians, what do you think this is? Food. What game do you own that requires the most space? Most VR games. For desktop games, I can just sit at my desk, but most VR games require more space to be able to move comfortably. Gym tip, work out smart, not hard. A lot of people at the gym go and lift the big weights, but actually, the small weights are lighter and much easier to lift. What is the difference between a salary of $1 million and $10 million? $9 million. No filter. Filter. If you identify a UFO as a UFO, then it becomes an flying object. Unless it has landed, then it's simply an object. The word incorrectly is spelled incorrectly in every dictionary. Told my son that he had to eat half of his heat dog before we could watch a movie. What gives you butterflies every single time, no matter how many times you experience it? Buying caterpillars. Fun fact, the USA coins and dollars now feature random people, landscapes and animals, none of whom actually were founders of this country. What hits the ground will be in a museum. It's aiming at the deepest parts of the ocean, so none of it will hit the ground. Is the bottom of the ocean, not just wet ground. A tennis court on top of a Dubai tower. It takes a lot of balls to play tennis on that. Can you guys please recommend books that made you cry? Data Structures and Algorithms in Java, 2nd edition. What am I? I'm full of holes, but strong as steel. What am I? Steel, with holes in. Shark infested waters. You mean they're home? What experiment can be run that will go one way if there is a god, and another way if there isn't? Dying. Geology rocks, but geography is where it's at. Send me a pic of you in bar. Okay. Could you paint my house? Sure. Later. Does this dress makes me look fat? No, your fat makes you look fat. If all inanimate objects were secretly alive a la Toy Story, what object would have the crappiest life? Toilets. Nothing is written in stone. Well, we were supposed to be Cleopatra and Caesar. Classic case of miscommunication. Quick animal facts. Most geckos cannot be pickpocketed. Fruits that do not live up to their names. Passion fruit, grapefruit, honeydew, dragon fruit. Fruits that do live up to their names. Orange. The lactose intolerant person, when I throw a dying neutron star at them. People with glasses, paid to see you. Change my mind. Technically, every person is a non-player character, since the only person you play in life is yourself. Deep thoughts within the deep. My girl had a dream that I cheated on her, so I did, because I want all my baby's dreams to come true. When you pick up a quarter off the ground, you're making $450 per hour for 2 seconds. I got Botox, and I asked the doctor, how many years younger will this make me look? And he was like, 0, you'll just look like the other girls your age who have also gotten Botox. 100% of the people who breathe oxygen die. Can ye? North, east, west, south. I have no words. Biology, chemistry, and physics are essentially all the same science with different zoom settings. Every machine is a smoke machine, if you operate it wrong enough. No drinks back here, unless they have a screw on top. Thank management. I just discovered that the word nothing is a palindrome. Backwards it spells nothing, which also means nothing. If your girl looks like this, she's a keeper. What's the ideal first date? The 1st of January 2000. Due to a shortage of robots, some of our staff are human, and therefore react unpredictably when abased or under pressure. Today at work, a girl at my register was heatedly explaining to her mother that wearing a dinosaur costume to her school's Decades Day was, in fact, perfectly acceptable because her teachers did not specify any particular decades. The kids are alright. It's one thing to own a chicken, but 2 chickens? That's 2 things. What's the first symptom of pregnancy? This question, my sister. People with beards are just people without beards, with beards. Random R question day 287. Would you rather have unlimited first class tickets, never pay for food at a restaurant, or restaurants are free if you run fast enough? In conclusion, all national anthems are technically country music. The letter G is just a spinning arrow. Greer. Now he's exploiting amputees for views and money. I can't stand him. How do you guys support this? I helped 2,000 amputees walk again. Technically, those amputees couldn't stand him before. I see the infosec industry has finally achieved security once and for all by shutting down every workstation connected to the internet. Physics. Table held up by buckets resting on it. Somewhere in the world, a physics professor writes the perfect exam question. I mean technically, it's held up by the hooks in the ceiling. Grayson just asked, if 10 is a big number, what do I tell him? Cuz like, $10 isn't a lot of dollars, but 10 mere deers is a lot of mere deers. Is there actually something wrong with you? Why? Context is important. Can someone explain this? 2 factorial equals 2. Programmers, no. Mathematicians, yes. If we put a giant mirror 10 light years away from Earth and looked at it through a telescope, theoretically we'd see 20 years in the past. Stay on the right path, even if you have to walk alone. That's the left path. How to draw a sheep. Draw a cloud, legs, a circle for the head, and there you have it, a sheep. Someone draw a sheep using these instructions. This really helped. I think this is the best sheep I have ever drawn. Flight attendant, do we have a doctor on board? Me, I have a PhD in mathematics. Flight attendant, 1 passenger is having a heart attack, and 1 passenger is having an asthma attack. Me, nodding, that makes 2. Request, Can someone estimate the dimensions of this office room from these pictures? 3. To the person who stole my Microsoft Office license, I'm gonna find you. You have my word. What would you do if the world ended this year? Die, I suppose, along with everyone else. Uranium will feed you for the rest of your life, by the way. Yeah, because the rest of your life will be a couple of hours. You know the earth is 71% water. That's uncarbonated. That is accurate. So, technically flat. Is it rude for a boss or co-worker to say, do I have to draw you a picture? Working construction and I ask people this all the time. And then we sit down and draw. When something's kinda rad, but not too rad. People get confused when converting kilograms to pounds. It's simple. Take the weight you want to convert, let's say 100 kilograms for example, and you duck Google what it is in pounds. What would you do if you were him? What's the best way to fight off a shark attack? Staying on land. I requested a vegetarian dinner option and was given a box of lettuce. Reserved for green vehicles. Yeah, that's not what this means. I want this outfit. Where can I get it? Hi, I really want this Nike outfit. Where can I get it? Daniela's closet. We thought it was our ability to love that made us human, but it turns out it was actually our ability to select each image containing a boat. Farming. Man. Farming. The art of losing money while working 400 hours a month to feed people who think you are trying to kill them. Okay, then explain why 100% of people who eat food die. Say no, but in your language. No, but in your language. This guy gets it. Someone in this world has consumed more mayonnaise than anyone else currently alive, and they don't even know it. I keep telling them, I'm human. Grammars exclude AI from winning awards. Only human creators eligible. At least 23 people live inside this red circle. I was wrong. Sorry guys. 0 people live in this red circle because it is a picture. Sub 4 loads of daily content. Having virtually no internal organs must feel incredible. I believe he made himself very clear. Food quack. No taco shells. Use tortillas. No ice. Just freeze some water. Can we talk about how cute motorcycle gangs are? Inseparable friends. Matching outfits. Going on adventures together. What wholesome adorable fun. Lucky ducks. When you look inside your guitar to find your pick. Caution. Water on road during rain. Hey, can you talk? Yeah. Since I was 3 years old. What? Hangs up. 40,000 years of evolution, and we barely even tap the vastness of language. Did you know most fish can't play guitar? Because they don't have hands. This is so accurate. Oh my god. A platypus? Parry the platypus? Send a foot pic. Come on. I need to see the feet. How dare you? Send another. Isn't it cute when you find the cat resting on the roof of your car? Haters will say it's Photoshop. Genetic mutation causes frog's eyes to grow inside its mouth. Now he can watch his diet. Look, a hippo's head. Oh, it is. It's probably a whole hippo. It's just that the rest of him is under the water. Army's newest weapon that can fire lasers at the speed of light. Ketchup doesn't exist. What are y'all adding to this? Misinformation on social media is out of control. Ketchup does exist. I did it. I made an LBT. Once you've read the dictionary, every other book is just a remix. Hi. How can I help? How many seconds are there in 1 year? 12 of them. January 2nd. February 2nd. March 2nd. April 2nd. May 2nd. June 2nd. July 2nd. August 2nd. September 2nd. October 2nd. November 2nd. And December 2nd. Well, you're not going. Rare photo of Tupac in Vegas before getting shot. I feel like every photo of Tupac is a photo of him before getting shot. During his reign, Caesar Augustus restored peace and prosperity to the Roman state and changed nearly every aspect of Roman life. He died exactly 2000 years ago, more than 3 years ago. Famous Roman emperor Caesar Augustus passed away. Red onions are clearly purple. There are only 5 planets you can see with the naked eye: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Shake my head. Try 6. You can definitely see Earth. Don't be mad at lazy people. They didn't do anything. Women rights got invented in 1920. Women in 1919. How would you survive on just $5 a week? I would not. Amateur. You can go to a bank exchange that $5 with pennies and put that money in a sock and assault someone with it to go to jail. You can survive a week with only $5. First test day of the semester, and as always, I allow a 3x5 note card. Today, a student shows up with this. Sure enough, it is 3x5 feet. As precise as I am. Apparently I never specified inches, and therefore yes, it was allowed. Well played and lesson learned for me. Millie Bobby Brown reveals to Glamour that she credits her feminist awakening to a visit to a psychic who informed her that she was, in fact, a feminist. What do you think is behind Bullfrag's glasses? Eyes? My first day as pilot, air traffic control, flight 417. Please confirm your location. Over. Me. This is flight 417. We are in the sky. Over. UFOs have always been real. UFO stands for unidentified flying object. If I throw a dodo through the air and it hits you in the face, before you know what it is, you just got hit in the face by a UFO.